How Mixer created a disaster? Let me see. What did they do now? What did they do?
I know this may come as a shock to many of you, but as of today, I will be streaming exclusively on Mixer.
I'm making moves.
As of the 29th of October, we will be streaming exclusively on Mixer.
But I just knew 100%, like, this is it.
Mixer dropped a surprise announcement by saying it's shutting down. They're giving up.
I feel betrayed.
I've given everything. I couldn't have given more.
Because they didn't have any idea.
Aww.
So many dreams for the future for the first time. Because I've been depressed for so long.
Aww.
The people behind
I came here to
Mixer
watch,
once
not
had
cry.
really high hopes for the platform.
We've seen phenomenal growth and success of the platform. We've launched a cross-platform service. We have all kinds of innovative features and functionality within the space.
It all started in 2016 when Microsoft picked up a promising streaming startup called Beam. They renamed it Mixer and stuffed it full of features that were supposed to make it better than Twitch.
The website was very...
They didn't do that.
Smooth compared to Twitch. Like Twitch is was a bit.
He's not talking about Mixer, right? He's talking about Beam, because Mixer was not smoother, better, none of that than Twitch.
Scuffed, like for what it was, whereas Mixer everything just seemed more, in a word, futuristic.
But all the innovations that Mixer brought to the table.
Okay,
really
I think he's talking about
Twitch
Beam.
was the unrivaled king of streaming.
Twitch has the highest number of viewed hours of any live streaming platform by far.
But being so huge comes with its own set of problems. For example, Twitch is notorious for toxicity.
Okay, Bogsy, broccoli head ass, typing first thing, hey honey, haha, play with me, I'll carry you, I'm immortal. What are you delusional? I swear to God. Then I reject you and then you're saying, that's why this face cam is bigger than her gameplay.
Mixer offered a chance for people who were intimidated by Twitch's
I mean, listen, what's the video? 11 minutes? You gotta throw something in there. No, it is wrong. It is wrong. There's toxicity all over the internet. People need to go to Mixer and then just suddenly stop getting toxic viewers, toxicity in their life. Like, the internet as a whole enables people to be very toxic. Doesn't matter what you're on. Doesn't matter. It doesn't even have to be a streaming site, because it provides it provides like a shield to protect people, because all they have to do is type their BS on their keyboard and then turn it off.
To stream to an audience of thousands without having to compete with the established big names on Twitch.
The welcoming community that was on Mixer at the time, or should I say Beam at the time, it was a different platform than, say, Twitch or YouTube or anything else was at the time. It was almost like
Young
a family of outcasts that didn't fit in anywhere else on what was already considered an outcast sort of thing.
But as welcoming as Mixer's community may have been, Microsoft was really hoping for a financial success. And in 2019, 3 years after Mixer launched, it wasn't really making a dent in Twitch's viewership. So Microsoft busted out the big guns. If people weren't going to pay attention to Mixer, well, they were going to force them to pay attention by signing the biggest gamer on the planet.
First dub on Mixer ever.
Poggers! Wow!
Congratulations on Mixer, we're all so proud of you.
This is so awesome.
That announcement was the first in a series of huge signings.
Shroud, come home! Shroud, come home! Shroud, come home! Shroud, come home! I saw a clip of him yesterday saying he retired, but I don't know if they're trolling or not. I actually have no idea. He might be, but
why these big names signed these contracts. Sure, Mixer had a lower viewership, but the money does matter. All of a sudden, these people were free to do whatever they wanted. They had to stream, sure, but they could play whatever they wanted. They could build their brand. They didn't have to grind day in and day out chasing trends. And these signings kicked off a war for top-tier talent.
The best part is that I'm not going to make it any harder for you, because I've officially re-signed with Twitch.
I'm moving to Facebook Gaming. Check me out there. Bye.
So when are you leaving 100 Thieves?
What? I'm not leaving 100 Thieves. I'm joining YouTube.
But if Mixer was hoping that Ninja and Shroud would bring their huge Twitch communities and viewership with them, they were sorely disappointed.
Mixer needed us. We may have needed Mixer to have a platform to stream on and make our community, but they needed us in a way. Like they brought in streamers such as Ninja, Shroud, and I do love Ninja and Shroud. I've watched Ninja since Halo days, and Ewok's a lovely lady. Oh, she's a lovely girl. She's awesome. But it just shows that you can't really pay your way to success.
While the big names did bring in big numbers, they just couldn't get the same viewership they had on Twitch.
Who is this guy? I don't mean to be rude or whatever, but he was like the one talking earlier saying that Mixer was smoother and cleaner than Twitch. And this dude's over here with the 1980 webcam with the whole thing shaking every time he talks. Like, I want to understand why it's here. Does he work for the website that's broadcasting this video?
It just shows that you can't really pay your way to success.
While the big names did bring in big numbers, they just couldn't get the same.
A full-time Mixer streamer.
Twitch is so deeply ingrained in the gaming community.
I didn't
that
understand.
People's favorite streamer going over to Mixer couldn't convince them to stop watching people on Twitch.
Man, you guys are my friends.
I know. How many viewers across the board do we have right now?
I don't even know, man. I probably have like what?
Uh-oh, don't let Ninja see this clip. Uh-oh.
That's like all a Mixer, right?
Mixer took a huge gamble.
Don't let him see this clip.
But what came next shocked everyone.
1 month. They're giving us 1 month.
Out of nowhere, Mixer announced that they were shutting down. The platform was
it was still open? I thought it just shut down in one day.
Building a really safe platform that clearly didn't have the intentions in the first place. They've hidden behind such a huge fucking cover. I'm disgusted in Microsoft. I'm disgusted in Mixer.
Mixer's partners, the people who...
You guys think that there's no way that people actually think that Mixer, that Microsoft bought Mixer or Beam to have a wholesome, safe space for streamers online? No. They were there to make money. They saw Twitch's success. They wanted to duplicate it. They thought, oh, because we're a big company, we're going to make it better, period. But they didn't. I feel like all Mixer had to do was listen to everyone's feedback on their interface, and it probably would have survived. Like, I'm not going to lie, that I probably would have watched at some point, maybe a Mixer streamer. But their interface was so frustrating that every single time I pulled up, which was like 3 times ever, that I pulled up a Mixer page, it looked like I was watching a stream from the 1990s. This is what all of Mixer looked like. And you know what? This actually kind of looks better, I'm not gonna lie. But this is what it looked like to me. Oh, I should turn off the sound. But don't tell me this is not what Mixer actually looked like when you clicked on their thing. And like this is what my computer looked like when I would load up Counter-Strike and download or whatever my music. Well, I would get it on the side and it would play in that Windows media player. That's what it looked like this. And that's what the whole website reminded me of. Change this, and then no, they just shut down and
tried to make a career out of streaming on Mixer were offered a chance to switch over to Facebook Gaming and keep their partner status there. But most people weren't really excited about that offer.
It was literally like a punch in the face. It was literally getting dumped via text. It was absolutely awful. It was a rubbish feeling.
I think the problem that everybody had wasn't that Mixer is shutting down. It was the way they shut it down. We always knew that was one of the appeals of going to Mixer, was there was opportunity there, but when there's opportunity, there's always risk. And you've just got to weigh those up. And the people that streamed there weighed those risks up. We knew it was a risk. We just expected to be treated better.
But things had been a mess at Mixer for a long time. Streamers weren't the only people blindsided by Mixer's shutdown. A lot of the staff had no idea that it was closing either.
It's not like all of Mixer knew this was going to happen. It was only a very select few, and most of the staff found out when we found out. From what I've been told from other people is that the staff got an email 15 minutes before the tweet went out. So, like, everybody was kind of hit by this.
For huge streamers like Ninja and Shroud, Mixer shutting down meant that they could basically do whatever they wanted. They got their money and their freedom. But for smaller streamers, the people who painstakingly built communities and even careers out of their Mixer channels, the news was devastating.
Of course.
But when you've put 2 years of your life believing in a platform that was so different, I fully believed in Mixer. I sat there and said, do you know what, no matter what, I know there's issues, but it's different, it's community, it really had such a different feel to it.
It's hard. Oh, it's hard, it's hard. Oh, it is a very emotional roller coaster today.
I have given everything, every dollar I have, every amount of energy I have into this platform because I believed in it.
When a company
The offer
shuts
to move
down,
to
what do
Facebook
these
is
people expect? When a company I worked for was losing money, I had 2 weeks to find another job. Do they expect to get paid by a company that is pissing money down the toilet?
I kind of feel like they do. Some of these people that are like, oh, like how could they do that to us? And oh, it's not fair because like Ninja and Shroud made money from them shutting down. But it's like, and Ninja and Shroud earned iconic status already before that even happened. They did everyone more of a favor by signing over to there. So, like, how could you even be mad about them getting richer from this? Like, that's not their fault. It has nothing to do with them. But I almost feel like they think because it's Microsoft, that Microsoft should have just like, whatever, dude, we're just going to tank money right there. It's just going to suck the life out of us. Well, you know, like, it's very, very, very expensive to, like, purchase or whatever bandwidth for live streaming. It's expensive. Like, why do you think Twitch likes when we run ads? Because running the ads helps the cycle continue on. Like, that's not cheap. It's not like Microsoft, like, I don't know if they were looking for like a severance package for every single streamer on the site or something. Like, I feel bad for them. It sucks. They did lose their whole livelihood. Like, I understand that, but at the end of the day, like you said, it's a business that's shut down.
It's meaningless for most Mixer streamers. They basically have to start from scratch.
I'm now in this point of being someone that has built a career, built a community, having to decide, do I have to rebrand? Will Twitch give me the name that's on an inactive account? Will they not? Do I have to completely change and uproot everything and then try to reach out to my entire community? Like, some of my community are out in Afghanistan right now, and they tune in with the troops and people like that. So it's a life-changing decision for many other people as well. I know a lot of partners and a lot of people who are not partner that are having just these same issues. It's upheavaled everyone from the Mixer platform, came at us all blind, and yeah, it's a hard time for a lot of people.
Faced with this impossible choice, most Mixer streamers decided to start over again on Twitch.
They had to.
What happened immediately?
What else can
after
they
Mixer
do? That's like
that, people left in droves. Like, Mixer is basically a ghost town now. So you either got up and left or you died there. That's pretty much how it was going to go.
I spoke to other streamers, I spoke to mods, I spoke to friends, I spoke to everyone I could, and everyone was switching to Twitch.
But besides the obvious hurdles that come with starting again on a new platform, most Mixer streamers felt like they were losing something far more precious than a paycheck.
I might not have been here as long as some of the partners, but I've said every stream has changed my life. It's really
Cucumber salad, thank you for the tier 1.
This has been the best, honestly, the best 3 years of my life. Honestly. I cannot express that enough, dude.
When we look back on Mixer in a few years, it'll be remembered for a lot of things. It'll be remembered as the platform that started the streaming wars, that legitimized a full-time career in streaming because they proved that it could come with a huge paycheck. It'll be remembered as a disaster of a streaming platform, a service that spent however many millions to secure big names and then failed miserably. But it will also be remembered for abandoning the people who needed it most.
But as a whole, I just feel like what Mixer was promised to be was never actually true. It was led to feel like this big community where everybody had an impact, and we all could help grow a site that was different than the things that already existed. And now,
Dude, everyone is going crazy against
Sephiroth. Naive
Sephiroth.
of me to believe.
Thank you for the 10.
We can make all the jokes in the world about Ninja and Shroud getting paid to do nothing, but the fact of the matter is, most Mixer streamers have been left to fend for themselves. And now, they have to find a new home. One that they can only hope won't crumble down around them again.
Lies that maybe that was naive of me to believe.
We can make all the jokes in the world about Ninja and Shroud getting paid to do nothing, but the fact of the matter is, most Mixer streamers have been left to fend for themselves. And now, they have to find a new home. One that they can only hope won't crumble down around them again.
Like, what emotion am I supposed to be feeling out of this ending, this closing statement? What is it supposed to make me feel?
Shroud getting paid to do nothing. But the fact of the matter is, most Mixer streamers have been left to fend for themselves. And now, they have to find a new home. One that they can only hope won't crumble down around them again.